Hello, and welcome back to Arsenal Stage News, your trusted hub for every piece of breaking updates, analysis, and transfer talk surrounding the Gunners. If this is your first time tuning in, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, and don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comment section below because we love hearing your opinions. Now, let's dive straight into today's big Arsenal stories. Arsenal have reportedly received a surprise and rather unexpected late bid for winger Leandro Trossard, even though the transfer window in the United Kingdom has officially closed. According to reports from Turkish outlet Saspor, Turkish giants Besiktas have tabled an offer believed to be worth around £19.1 million for the Belgian international. This comes as quite a shock because Trossard only recently signed fresh terms with Arsenal, a move that was seen as a show of faith from the club. Now, while Arsenal are no longer able to bring in new signings following the closure of the English market, they are still able to allow departures to leagues where the window remains open, and Turkey happens to be one of those countries. Their transfer window runs until September 12th, which means Besiktas still have time to push and make this deal happen. Trossard, who is now 30 years old, joined Arsenal back in January 2023 from Brighton. Since then, he has largely been used as a squad player under manager Mikel Arteta. While he has delivered moments of quality, the competition in Arsenal's attacking areas is fierce. With the likes of Gabriel Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, and the summer addition of versatile star Ricardo Calafiori all battling for attacking roles, Trossard has found himself more of a rotational option. What makes this bid particularly intriguing is the fact that Arsenal only a few months ago decided to hand him a new contract. The fresh deal gave him an improved salary, but did not actually extend his stay, keeping his contract running until 2027, the same expiry as before. That raised plenty of eyebrows and suggested that the extension was more about rewarding the player rather than committing him long-term. During the summer transfer window, Trossard had interest from Brentford, Aston Villa, and even some overseas clubs. However, Arsenal chose to keep him at the Emirates, banking on his experience and versatility as they prepared for what is expected to be a very demanding campaign across the Premier League, Champions League, and domestic cups. But now, with Besiktas coming in after missing out on Jadon Sancho, who instead made a shock-late loan switch to Aston Villa, things have taken a twist. Villa agreed to cover 80% of Sancho's massive £200,000 a week wages, which left Besiktas scrambling for alternatives, and their eyes are now firmly set on Trossard. The question now is whether Arsenal will actually consider Besiktas' offer. On one hand, Mikel Arteta may be reluctant to lose an experienced and reliable squad option without having the chance to replace him. On the other hand, a £19.1 million offer for a 30-year-old could be seen as smart business, especially for a player who is not guaranteed a starting spot every week. With just a few days remaining before the Turkish transfer deadline, Arsenal must decide whether to cash in or keep faith in Trossard as they chase silverware this season. Elsewhere, Arsenal's bright young talent continues to shine. Max Dowen, one of the most exciting prospects from the Hale and Academy, has achieved another major milestone in his career. The 15-year-old midfielder, who has already made headlines for his rapid rise, made his England under-19 debut in a 2-0 victory over Ukraine on Wednesday. Despite usually playing for the under-17s, his recent performances earned him a deserved call-up to the U19s. Dowen came on in the 70th minute with England already leading thanks to goals from Divine Mikasa and Chimera Muka. Liverpool's Rio Ngumaha also featured in what was a dominant display from the young Lions. This latest achievement is yet another sign of the faith coaches have in Dowen's potential. Remember, earlier this year he became the Premier League's second youngest ever player when he featured for Arsenal against Leeds United, even winning a penalty in that match. His rise has been so rapid that he has been included in Arsenal's official Champions League squad for the upcoming campaign. Due to UEFA rules, he could not be listed on the B list, which covers club-trained players, and therefore takes a place in the senior A list alongside Arsenal's biggest stars. Interestingly, Gabriel Jesus has been left out of the squad as he continues to manage ongoing fitness issues. New signings such as goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga, defender Piero Hincapié, and striker Victor Gyökeres have all been included, showing Arsenal's new-look squad depth. Speaking of fixtures, Arsenal have also had some changes confirmed this week. Their Carabao Cup tie against Port Vale has now been scheduled for Wednesday, September 24th, with an 8 p.m. kickoff live on Sky Sports. Additionally, their Premier League clash at home to Crystal Palace has been moved to Sunday, October 26th, to accommodate Palace's European commitments. Meanwhile, Victor Gyökeres, Arsenal's high-profile summer signing from Sporting CP for £63.5 million, has addressed criticism surrounding the way his move unfolded. Alongside Alexander Isak, who sealed a record-breaking £125 million transfer to Liverpool, Gyökeres was accused of using player power to force through his move. However, the striker hit back at such claims, insisting that clubs hold most of the control in these situations, saying, "Clubs can do what they want with the player. It's not always in our hands." In another transfer-related story, Arsenal sporting director Andrea Berta has been praised for his stance in the summer market. Arsenal were linked with a move for Spanish goalkeeper Joan Garcia, who eventually signed with Barcelona, but Berta refused to meet Espanyol's £21 million release clause. Instead, Arsenal pivoted smartly and secured Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea for just £5 million, a move that saved the club significant money. While Garcia has already impressed as Barcelona's new number one, Berta's decision reflected a pragmatic approach to recruitment. And finally, Arsenal capped off their record-breaking transfer window by signing Ecuadorian defender Piero Hincapié on loan from Bayer Leverkusen with an option to make the deal permanent for £45 million next summer. The 23-year-old becomes Arsenal's 8th signing of the summer and adds valuable depth, particularly after William Saliba's recent ankle injury. Hincapié is highly rated for his athleticism, versatility, and composure on the ball, and his arrival provides both cover and competition across Arsenal's defensive line. Mikel Arteta has described him as a player with real physical presence, tactical flexibility, and a balance of youth and maturity that makes him a big character in the squad. Sporting director Andrea Berta also praised his quality.